Previously on Sharpe's Relic, when challenged to retrieve an ancient sword, Richard Sharpe grabs the bull by the Hornblower. With his newly acquired arcane armament, Sharpe prepares to hunt one satanic sergeant. Will Obadiah Hakeswell be sent back to hell where he belongs? Or will Sharpe be blunted for all eternity? Find out this week in Sharpe's Reckoning.
Forwards, my beauties! Kill them all for mother! Kill them all for mother! The time is nigh! It says so in the scriptures, it does! Oh, Sharpe! Sharpe's come to face Obadiah! Bloody hell! Right, chosen men, to me! Let's kill this bugger once and for all! Tancred, I bloody hope you got some tricks up your sleeves. We're gonna need them today. I may, Sharpe, I may. Come on, you buggers. Let's put this bastard down for good. Oh, I'm gonna make you beg, Sharpe. Oh, yes, I am.
Major Richard Sharpe has more reason to hate Obadiah Hakeswell than most. Husband to a murdered wife, he will have his vengeance in this life or the next. Sergeant Harper, though mostly recovered from his previous ordeal, is mostly on the mend, but something's not quite right about the man Sharpe sees as his closest friend. Something just seems a little off. Rifleman Peach has somehow survived mostly intact in his adventures with Sharpe. He's certainly far less green now than his jacket, but there's still time to monumentally cock it up for the team. Daniel Hagman has now recovered from his injuries at the hand of Brigadier General Loop's zombie horde. Best brown paper and paraffin oil is apparently all he needed. Who'd have thought it? Harris has had chance to hone his zombie slaying skills in his convalescence, and now sports an axe made from the blessed iron of a church cross. I do hope he paid for that. Rifleman Moore has been with Sharpe for many years. He's had plenty of adventures with the Chosen Men. Better still, he's only 2 days from retirement. Good for you, Moore. You deserve it. Though a random addition to the Chosen Men, Ludwig has become quite a familiar and reliable soldier. His marksman skills are beginning to match up with Hagman's. Nobody tell Hagman that though. At first glance, Brother Tancred may seem like an old and useless clergyman, but don't be fooled by his looks. He has learned a few tricks in his years and knows a few holy blessings to keep Sharpe and his men safe. Well, safe-ish. In the monastery town of Sarissa, Obadiah Hakeswell and his minions are wreaking havoc across the town. Soldiers and civilians battle for their very lives in every street and corner. Ahead of Sharpe, there are several groups of beleaguered soldiers and citizens in need of their help. A small group is situated to Sharpe's left and one to his right. And ahead stands Colonel Gaunt with a handful of his Silver Bayonet soldiers, making a desperate last stand. The dead lay all around. Sharpe and his men must fight their way through, rescue as many as they can, and destroy the infernal hellfiend that is Obadiah Hakeswell. Turn 1 begins with Ludwig advancing towards the nearest barricade and opening fire on the nearest group of zombies. Ludwig heavily damages but does not kill the foul creature.
First blood to Ludwig, yeah?
Next up, Rifleman Peach moves and fires, hitting absolutely nothing. Idiot. I think I just shot my ramrod into them, Mr. Sharpe, sir. Whilst giving Peach side eyes, Sharpe charges headlong into the closest group of zombies. A brave move indeed, Sharpe. Then Brother Tancred moves towards Harper, blessing his mighty volley gun. Several zombies peel off to attack the group protecting the nun, whilst one heads towards Harper's Chosen Men. The group by the nun deal and are dealt a heavy amount of damage. The zombies by Sharpe encircle him and then begin tearing with their teeth and claws. Some manage to cause a few minor scratches. Though fatigued by this scuffle, Sharpe swiftly kicks not one, but two hard in the nuts. That'll teach him. A Hell Knight then makes its way towards the monk and soldier close to Sharpe, instantly slaying the unfortunate redcoat, whilst the second Hell Knight heads towards the nun and Harper's position. Whilst the brawl unfolds, Obadiah uses his demon spear to summon the dead. Leading by example and eager to make amends, Harper unleashes his volley gun on the freshly raised dead.
God save Ireland!
With devastating effect. Nice one, Pat. Harris then charges the nearest zombie, almost killing it. Moore runs in to assist Harris, taking down the foul cadaver. Hagman then advances to a good firing position, shoots the Hell Knight, however, fails to damage it. Sharpe and his chosen men race into the town and immediately gain momentum. Sharpe charges in and takes out two zombies on the right flank. Obadiah Hakeswell's forces wound or kill several personnel, whilst the demon Obadiah raises more to swamp Sharpe's forces. Harper quickly annihilates these freshly raised undead with his mighty blessed volley gun. Alas, however, in this engagement, there'll be no more time for a reload. The beleaguered soldiers and civilians are still in danger, but Sharpe and his chosen men have started strong. Filled with battle lust, Sharpe quickly dispatches the remaining zombie and then immediately engages the Hell Knight. I've seen choir boys look more intimidating than you. Now bugger off. Peach makes his way towards some cover and then reloads. Tancred follows quickly behind and summons a blessing of healing upon Sharpe. Ludwig opens fire at Obadiah. His musket ball just freezes in front of the hellspawn and drops to the floor.
Mein Gott, the demon is unharmed.
You can't kill me.
A soldier protecting the nun is dragged to the ground and eaten alive, whilst the nun is heavily wounded. Then, something happens. Harper begins to convulse.
Harper angry. Big angry. Get off me, nun.
During his time in the convent, healing physically and spiritually, a change occurred in Harper. He can now harness his rage into physical form, and after seeing Sister Salma Hayek getting savaged by the undead, well, time for Big Harper to make an appearance. The second Hell Knight advances towards Moore and brutally wounds the rifleman. In the worst show of swordsmanship, Sharpe and the other Hell Knight impressively miss one another. I believe I'm doomed. Regardless of Harper's previous performance, Obadiah reanimates more of the dead. Focused on saving Sister Salma Hayek, Harper charges and smashes the zombie into jelly.
Harper smash!
Moore tries his luck on the Hell Knight and is retired 2 days sooner than expected. Harris, armed with his holy church axe, hacks and severely damages the Hell Knight. Taken aback by this turn of events, the Hell Knight misses Harris so badly, his sword goes flying into the guttering of the nearest house.
What the hell?
Hagman pulls out his sword bayonet and charges the freshly raised zombie, dealing a lot of damage to the walking dead. However, Hagman takes a few wounds in return. Nothing best brown paper and paraffin oil can't fix though. Whilst the battle rages on, several soldiers close to Gaunt's position are torn to pieces. Time is running out. Sharpe has almost secured the monk by the market. After witnessing Sister Salma Hayek getting wounded, Harper turned into a rage monster, which I suspect is quite useful right now. Rifleman Moore is permanently retired by a Hell Knight. No farm in the Cotswolds for him, I'm afraid. And Obadiah raises yet more undead. Can Sharpe save Gaunt and destroy Obadiah, or will he have to make a tough choice? Turn 3 begins with yet another dismal display of sword skill from both Sharpe and the Hell Knight.
This is embarrassing.
I bloody hope no one's watching.
Oh, Sharpie, Mother's very disappointed in you.
Peach, seeing his beloved major struggling, charges in to lend his blade arm. Not only does he hit, but heavily wounds the Hell Knight. I got him, Mr. Sharpe, sir. Ludwig charges and successfully wounds the zombie in front of him, whilst Brother Tancred offers his healing skills upon Hagman. A zombie attacks but misses the bulk of Harper, whilst a second tries its luck and is immediately crushed to paste. Hagman is wounded yet again, but takes the zombie's head clean off in retaliation. Ludwig then takes a severe beating.
Das ist a bad day for Ludwig.
And yet again, Obadiah raises more dead, in an attempt to slow down Sharpe and his men. With a single zombie remaining, Harper crushes it into a bloody pulp, allowing the wounded soldier and nun to make good their escape.
Yours is safe now, milady.
Harris, emboldened by his previous attack, sends the Hell Knight back from whence it came. Hagman, though heavily wounded himself, assists Ludwig in his fight and finishes off the foul cadaver. Around Sharpe and his chosen men, the battle rages on as more men and zombies fall. Turn 3 saw more dismal sword skill from both Sharpe and the Hell Knight. However, the second Hell Knight was banished back to hell by Harris, and Harper rescued the beleaguered party on the left flank. Though the zombies are dropping like flies, several of the chosen men are badly wounded, and Obadiah is unharmed and eager to ruin Sharpe's day. Turn 4 starts with Rifleman Peach slaying the Hell Knight and then heading towards the zombie to keep it busy. Ludwig quickly reloads and then takes a shot at the other zombie by the monk, heavily wounding it. Brother Tancred then blesses Ludwig with healing energies. With all the zombies either occupied or destroyed, Sharpe unsheaths the demon-killing blade and charges Obadiah Hakeswell.
Oh, Sharpie's got himself a little blade to kill Obadiah. Remember, Sharpie, I cannot die.
Oh, you're gonna die, you bastard. You can be sure of that. Without a pause or a thought, Sharpe effortlessly glides past Obadiah's defences, dealing a devastating wound, but is badly wounded in return.
Oh, you're mine now, Sharpie. Obadiah gets to feed on your soul.
Then from behind Sharpe, thunder claps and lightning flashes. The statue by the market begins to pulsate with blinding light. And with glowing holy light, the statue serenely advances towards Sharpe and Obadiah, filling Sharpe with fresh vigour.
This is for Teresa, my wife, you bastard. Time to die, Obadiah.
And together, the statue and Sharpe bury their blades deep into Obadiah, destroying the demon for good. The statue stares at Sharpe with a look he instantly recognises, and then returns to its podium without a word. And as Obadiah falls, so too does the dark force binding the zombie horde.
Bloody good show, Sharpe. Timely arrival as always. I fear a few more minutes and we would have been joining the ranks of the Walking Dead.
I didn't fancy getting flogged for getting my commanding officer killed. Again, sir.
Never mind. Good job. Didn't expect that from the town statue either. Any idea who did that?
I have an idea, sir. It's a long story, though.
Right, well, I'd love to chat. However, I have quite the clean-up operation here.
Mr. Sharpe, sir? Things are looking back to normal now, Mr. Sharpe, sir. Well, it's that Harper. He don't look right, Mr. Sharpe, sir.
For Donegal and be damned.
Yeah. All back to normal, Mr. Sharpe, sir. Aye, I guess. Right, chosen men, fall out. It's time for a nice hot cup of tea. And with that, the demon beast Obadiah Hakeswell was finally destroyed and the monastery town of Sarissa was saved.
What the bloody hell's happening here, Peach?
I'm not sure, Mr. Sharpe, sir.
Tancred, I don't have the foggiest, Sharpe. Are you the one they call Sharpe?
What of it?
You are needed elsewhere. The Principality of New Antioch demands it. Come with me. You may bring the one they call Peach.
Can I finish my tea first, Mr. Sharpe, sir?
I don't think we get much of a choice here, Peach.
I hope it's a nice place where we're going.
I won't count on it. No, it is a hellscape where there is only war and death and mud and death and war.
Oh, sounds delightful, Mr. Sharpe, sir.
I'll let the chosen men know you'll be elsewhere for a time, Sharpe. It's not the strangest thing I've seen today.
salvation.